Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday again. Here's my latest installment of me trying to have a positive impact on others. Hope everybody had a great week. I know I did. I want to take a couple minutes this morning and kind of go back to some of the topics that I discussed earlier in some of my first videos. And I guess I'm going to start with, I think it was the first one I did. I was talking about how we can have scheduling time and how we can have more fun at work or in life in general, doing things, making sure that we take the time to stop and smell the roses, to plan things that are enjoyable, and so forth. And one of the things when I look back on that, and I realize that a lot of the topics that I have been talking about really tie together. For instance, when I think about happiness and gratitude, they're very much tied together. Very much tied together. Happiness being when you practice gratitude, and I say practice because it takes practice to live a life when you can be experiencing gratitude in any moment. What that does, really, when you are in a situation where maybe you're at work and something didn't go right. You got some bad news. You have an unhappy client. You have an unhappy boss. Taking that time instead of letting it stress you out and cause anxiety is to step back and think of a time or think of a situation where things did go right, where you were complimented, where you helped somebody, when a coworker helped you out. Think about something you're grateful for, when you're really in the moment grateful. Say, man, that was a great experience. I can remember that. And that's a beautiful thing about being human, is we have memories. We can change our emotions like on a dime. When you're being truly grateful in the moment for something, you can't be bothered and be grateful at the same time. Can't happen. It'll change your mood. It'll reduce your anxiety and your stress level down. And you're going to have more fun at work that way, or more fun at home, or whatever. It's amazing when you are truly grateful, and you see somebody and you remember, hey, I remember a time when they helped me out, or when I helped them out, and I felt good about myself. I'm grateful for that. It changes your whole mood. You're more fun to be around, quite frankly, and that's infectious. It's just people look at you differently. I've noticed it. And it's easier to have fun. Like, just things become more fun. Even mundane tasks you can have fun with when you're living in the moment of gratuity. That leads to productivity. When you're less stressed, when you don't have that anxiety of, oh my gosh, and I'm in a fire drill and I got to do that because I'm working on things that are maybe not urgent but important. All my energy is not being wasted being stressed out and anxious and worried and, oh my God, I can step back and relax. I can breathe. This takes practice, by the way, but I can stop back. I can breathe. I can think about good times. I can think about a vacation I was on. I can just take that moment, relax, and let that anxiety and stress just kind of melt away. And then I can get back and focus. We all have those things, especially tasks that may take a good deal of time, that require a great deal of focus, where it's things that really you can't be multitasking and doing. Setting that up with gratuity and happiness is going to improve that productivity. I talked a little bit last week about being mentally, how mentally you can prepare yourself to be more productive. You do so physically too. I rushed through it a little bit last week, but really, taking that time in the morning, not just to get your mind right, but to get your body right. Exercise, even if it's doing 25 jumping jacks, whatever it is, get your heart moving, get your blood flowing, get the blood moving to the brain, right? Eating right, getting a breakfast. I've been a breakfast eater for a long time. I usually have like eggs for breakfast, but recently I've started adding fruit to that. Just good energy stuff, keeping the caffeine levels down a little bit with me, using more natural, like live foods for energy, so you don't get that mid-morning or that early afternoon crash. And then planning your tasks, right? Do the hard stuff first, right? The stuff that needs absolute attention and focus, get that done. I try and do that, really as much as I can before lunch. After lunch is when I kind of focus on returning the emails and the phone calls and those things that, while they're important, they're not major, big time decisions. That's just kind of conversational and little task doing stuff like that. really helps with the productivity. So it really kind of starts with, hey, I'm going to have more fun. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to practice gratitude, especially in stressful situations, right? I'm going to step back. I'm going to breathe, hang up the phone with an angry client or whatever. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to think of a time when things went well. I'm going to reset my mind. Then I can go back to being productive. And sometimes solutions will come to your mind. You say, hey, I can call this guy back. I just thought of something. And we can work on some type of win-win with the conversation that we're just having. So those are my ideas today. There's kind of my recap from some of the things we've been talking about. Again, please feel free to share the video, leave comments, share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Guys, have a great weekend. Take care. And this one's for John Carpenter. Dominate your day.